I know the other ones in the condo are probably about 7 years old. And this one was in the other room. This one I just took down, and I have not looked at it yet. As a matter of fact, I just replaced that one, a brand spanking new one. Well, let's look at this one and see how old it is. See there, 2014, August. Remember that one said June 2014. So this one I know is 7 years old too. Now theory has it, this one should still last 3 years. But do you think I want to risk having it up high or in the middle of the night again because the other one went out? You think I want to risk that? Well, I probably would risk it, but Mommy, oh no, she doesn't want to risk it, and I don't blame her. At this point, it's like, let's just replace them all with brand new ones. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going around replacing them all brand new. Now, the brand new one that I just installed, I just looked at that before I put it up there, and that is already, believe it or not, that's a year old already. Even though I just picked it up at the store. They shouldn't even have those on the shelf a year old. Now it's like, does that mean after I install it, does that mean that one has to be replaced after 9 years? To be on the safe side, I would think that once you activate it, from the time that you activate it, it should last for 10 years. And so I don't know. We'll see what Mommy wants to do. Does she want to replace all these in the condo 9 years from now or 10 years from now? I'm gonna look on the dates of the other ones. We'll figure that all out. But you know, it's just like when we got ready to paint and stuff, and I pulled them down, I thought, well, I think they're still good for a while. Now make sure you know that smoke alarms, did you know smoke alarms you're supposed to replace after 10 years, even if they're still working? Because that's what the manufacturer says. And even if it's still working, it's best for you not to second guess yourself, because after 10 years, if you had a fire in here, smoke or something, and somebody was in here and they suffocated to death, let's say, or you know, something like that, or if your whole place burns down, nobody suffocated but your whole condo burned down, do you think your insurance company is going to cover you if they find out the smoke alarms are older than 10 years old? I think there's probably a clause in there that says, hey, after, you know, especially if somebody gets hurt. If somebody got hurt, they're probably going to file a lawsuit saying, hey, the smoke alarm didn't work. Whether it did or didn't, we don't know that, but they're going to claim that the smoke alarm did not work, and they could sue you, and they could win, and your insurance company may not pay the whole thing if they find out that your smoke alarms are older than 10 years. And now I've already shown you how to check it. You always look on the back, and generally you'll find it. Now see, this one here, I took out of this room here. Let's see how old this one is. See? 2014, June or July 2014. Okay, so I know this one is 7 years old, approximately. Okay, and could I install it here? Yeah, probably. If you were flipping this house, getting ready to sell this house, it's up to you. If it's working, and you know it's a lithium style battery, and it's within the 10 years, and you got 3 years life expectancy left on there, I'd leave them. But if you're gonna live in it, you know, you just have to take your chances. That's 2 smoke alarms now since we moved in that have failed. This one failed one time in the middle of the night. I had to take it out with that ladder. I replaced it because we happen to have another one here that was like 7 years old, and I put it back up there, and it was fine. Okay, that's the one that I took down, and that one was still working. Okay, but now the one in the bedroom failed. That tells me, am I that confident thinking that maybe tomorrow night, 3 nights from now, a month from now, this one's going to go off in the middle of the night and I'm going to hear it and I'm gonna have to go back to the store and get another one, you know, since I'm replacing these other ones, I might as well do the full Monty and go ahead and replace the other ones. Now, what can you do? What can you do with a 10-year lithium style, worry-free smoke alarm like these? These are the ones I just bought today. 10-year worry-free smoke alarm. This one is hardwired, and it comes with 10-year battery backup. Hardwired meaning it's hardwired to the electrical system to the house. You see there's wires up there, there's junction box up there and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're buying them from brand new, and what happens if those don't last for 10 years? Well, you'd have to save the box, you'd have to save the receipt, and then you would have to, and if that one, if that particular one failed, let's say this particular one failed 7 years after you purchased it, you'd have to take that with your receipt and the box, take it back to the store, tell them it's not working, and I don't know if the store that you bought it from would reimburse you. They may say, oh, you have to contact the company directly, and then you have to send them your receipt and send them the box. And the best thing you're going to get from them is a new smoke alarm to replace your old one. That's all you're going to get from them, okay? And so that's the only way that I know of that you can kind of protect yourself. However, when I was coming out of the checkout, and I got these at the Home Depot, okay, I don't know if all stores have these kitties. I like the kitty because they're nice. They're nice looking on the outside. They look really nice and stuff. And I've never really had a problem with them before. But it cracked me up when I was at the register. The lady says, would you like to pay extra for the extended warranty? And I didn't even know they sold extended warranties. Oh, I'm not going to pay an extended warranty on a smoke alarm that's supposed to last for 10 years anyways. And it's advertised that it's supposed to last for 10 years, okay? But hey, if you want to, you can do that. You can pay for an extended warranty, and they also have some at the store. They were exactly like this, but they were $10 more. And the only thing different, it notifies you or does something that when the battery is low or something, it actually talks to you or something. These will chirp at you when they're low, okay? But I decided not to pay the extra $10 for that. And I thought something interesting too on the one that I just installed. Here's the directions. There's a little side. Oh, I don't think it's on here. It was on the back side of the unit. There's an actual place on here that you can break. Oh, here it is. Right here. You read this little thing. I'm trying to get you out in the light. That if you want to turn it off, let's say you take this out off of the wall, it's been chirping at you, you're going to replace it and it's still chirping, you can't get it turned off, you decided you don't want to beat it up like I did with the hammer, there's a way to actually shut it off by breaking the side tab or using a screwdriver or doing something, turning it off. Okay, but these once you install it, that activates the alarm inside, and then when you disconnect them, if you disconnect that to paint your ceiling, let's say, and you've pulled it down, your battery is supposed to still be engaged. It says in the directions that your 10-year lithium batteries are still supposed to be engaged, so that when you take this off, you can set it down, you can do your painting. 2 weeks later, you can put the same one back in. The battery is still activated, and you can plug it into your hardwired. I mean, they also have 10-year lithium battery ones. That is just the battery that you screw the whole thing up to the wall, and it's not hardwired. Okay, so you got the same type of thing. Take it down, paint, and put it back up. It's only going to chirp once when you install it. And once you install it and you click it on there properly, it chirps. If it doesn't chirp, it's telling you that you did not install it properly to activate your 10-year style battery that's inside the unit. Okay, and so now I'm gonna we've decided to, like I said, we're going to be replacing all of them. I went ahead and installed this one. I'm gonna make some more videos, but I wanted to kind of explain to you different things on how to troubleshoot, how to turn your smoke alarms off if they're going off in the middle of the night and you have a problem like that, because that's what this video is about. You know, if you have battery operated ones, it might be slightly different where you've got a 9-volt alkaline battery. You can pull that out, and maybe you don't have the same issue as these 10-year lithium batteries. Okay, so you know, hopefully you've gotten some good information out of watching this video, and keep watching my videos. I've got other videos on how to install smoke alarms. I've got them all under a playlist. You can go to my YouTube main channel page, click on, find where it says playlists, click on there, and then scroll through the many playlists I have, and I think I have one that says smoke alarms, and every single video I've ever posted on my YouTube channel that has to do with smoke alarms will be there. You can go through there. Oh, I've got lots of them. I might have, I don't know, 17, 18, 20 videos, maybe even more, for just smoke alarms. So if you don't see the information you're looking for on this particular video, peruse through some of my other ones, and maybe that will help you out. Well, I guess it's time to get busy installing those smoke alarms. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.